We had some gang activity here. Oh, it's Fox. See that? I think. Hey, I want to know everybody's first name.
You can ask them. Right?
No, you said you were going to tell me.
Not now.
Oh, you lied. Officer Fox. We'll see. They're having some sort of party over here. Huh. Got a car stopped in the middle like this? Was Officer Fox giving you guys a hard time? No? You didn't pull anybody over?
No, this car jumped the curb.
From over there?
Yeah, to like, there's some skid marks right there, like 50 foot.
Right through this?
Yeah.
Who was driving that?
Some 16-year-old.
They left?
No, they're right over there.
Kaylee. That's what the license plate says. Kaylee or Zaylee.
He was going pretty fast. Popped all tires, dented all his wheels, and blew the airbags.
And Officer Fox let that go?
Apparently, I don't think he told him that he was going that fast, but
he told him? I mean, he told him that he jumped the curb?
Yeah.
This is fascinating. I cannot believe he left like that. I filmed the cops, and I filmed that officer a lot of times.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of times. He loves to make stops, especially around here. I'm surprised
Officer Palmer?
Oh yeah, he's a tyrant.
He arrested me.
For what?
Apparently I was drunk.
Apparently, I like how you put that in quotes because he doesn't respect the First Amendment at all. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I said I don't give a shit one day, and he threatened to arrest me for disorderly conduct.
Yeah.
Which it's not.
He tried to charge me with running, like, because I drove a little bit whenever he was pulling me over.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, evading?
Evading, that's what it was.
Evading, yeah. There's some sorry sacks of garbage, some of them. You know, Officer Fox he's not the worst.
He seemed pretty cool when he was talking to us.
Yeah, he'll pull out the code book and make sure if you know the law or something, you know, he's not gonna like just arrest you without checking. He'll check it out. I mean, I've got him on video pulling out the code book many times, you know, and he doesn't know all the laws.
Do you know all the numbers of the cop cars, or?
I know Fox is 77. I don't know everybody. I just now learned that they all drive the same car every day, or because I wasn't really paying attention to car numbers until just recently. But I've started to recently because, you know, now I can tell who they are before they even get out of the car, you know. Yeah. But did you get convicted of being drunk?
No, I got an MIP instead.
MIP?
Minor in possession. I had alcohol.
Oh, you had alcohol.
Yeah, and he tried to give me a DUI.
And he tried to were you driving? You were. Oh, but you weren't. Oh, well, if you're a minor.
I was 17 or 16.
Yeah, all right. But the evading thing was probably nonsense, though. Yeah. Well, thank you, man. I'm David, by the way.
Truman.
Truman?
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you, man. Yeah, watch out for Palmer and Adcock, too. Adcock. She's a little biatch.
Is she a short blonde woman?
No. I think you're talking about Officer Wall.
Yeah, she pulled me over there.
She's nice.
She's a nice lady.
Yeah. Yeah, she respects the Constitution. Yeah,
Who pulled you over today?
Swansea? Motorcycle?
He's a douche.
Swansea? What does he look like? Oh, he is?
Gave me a tent ticket.
A black guy or a white guy? White? You know, I saw a motorcycle cop today. He was parked on the overpass over there. Like, he was on the on the U-turn, and he was in the shoulder. And I started filming him, and he ran away like a dirty tyrant. But and he came.
Why do you film
Well, that's our right under the, in the Constitution, the freedom of press, right? That's how we keep our government accountable for their mistakes, And they've taken the guns pretty much, but we still have cameras, and pretty much everybody has a camera. I highly recommend taking out your camera anytime you see.
Even like setting it on your console recording.
Yeah, if you're stopped, but also when you see somebody else stopped, right? Because, a lot of times an officer will do something like they'll take their camera or bully them out of it like while they're stopped. But it's a lot harder for them to do that when it's somebody else that's not involved in the stop, right? And so I always film them. My site's called Press On YouTube. You guys have YouTube? Yeah. I got a tyrant alert out right now on Deputy Pence and Lieutenant David with the Sheriff's Department. They're absolute tyrants. I slapped the shit out of them with the First Amendment.
You know Dean Goldman?
Who?
Dean Goldman?
No. Okay. Is he on the Sheriff's?
Yeah, he's a SWAT lieutenant.
Oh, the SWAT. Yeah, Pence is on the SWAT team too. He's a straight up tyrant. He's a loose cannon. I've got a few experiences with him, but I've been in town 7 months and I've been filming and never published, and just stacking up the evidence against them, and they have no idea the shit that they're in. No idea. But I just started publishing on this town, and I publish a few times every day. There's a lot of good videos, but yeah, pull it up. Press On. When you do a search, hit the 3 little lines in the top right corner and change the type to channel, so that, because like nail salons and rap songs will come up instead. But you'll see my picture, the beard, it's unforgettable. Yeah. You know what I mean? And yeah, hit subscribe, like, if you like accountability and shit, I don't know. Yeah, but right on, Truman. Thank you. Yep, have a good day. Hey, did you get a ticket when you got pulled over? Fix it. What did he pull you over for? Tint. I have a video about tint on my thing from Cedar Park. It's called Man Sucks Cop and Doesn't Get Off. Yeah, it's pretty funny. You should watch that one for sure. But that's good that you didn't get a ticket though. Right on there. Have a good day, guys. I want to see who ran this car. You were the one that did that?
My son did.
Your son?
Yeah.
He's a lucky guy. Officer Fox let him go. Didn't even do anything. Yeah. Officer Fox likes to pull people over too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he must have seen me. Because I always film him. I film the police. I have a YouTube site called Press On. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your son's in big trouble, huh? With you?
He is in big trouble.
Yeah. That's...
He's in big trouble, but I'm glad he's safe.
Right. Nobody got hurt, but the airbag went off.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. That's going to cost thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it's not going to be cheap.
Right?
He popped all 4 tires, too.
That's going to be a lot of weeks of allowance, huh?
Yeah. And he just got a summer job. I know what that summer job's going to pay for now.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'll be darned. Yeah, that's the worst thing. I mean, all 4 tires are popped?
I don't know what he did here.
And you got to get it towed. That's your car? You just let him drive it?
Yeah, I let him take it to work. That's what happens, I guess.
Oh, he works here?
He works at Hat Creek.
Oh.
And I'm not really sure how he ended up here.
It looked like there was a rave about to be going on over here. I don't know. I came around the corner and saw all these cars in Officer Fox, and I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, no, he was really nice.
He is. He's definitely not the worst officer on the squad. That's for sure.
I've gotten pulled over plenty of times, but they've always been nice. They pull you over because you're doing something wrong. It's not fun.
Well, they're not all good, and some of them are tyrants, absolutely. But, they might appear nice one time, but it depends on what they're stopping you for. Every officer has their pet peeves, And you know, it depends on the day and the time, and just the circumstances, and whether or not you just do whatever they say. Too, you know, a lot of times they do give orders that they really don't have any lawful reason to give, and that's why I film them. You know, my site's called Press On YouTube, and you know, if you watch YouTube, do you watch YouTube?
Not really, but
No.
I will have to look you up.
Yeah, I'll post this about him.
Watch it.
I've been posting I've been videoing in this town in the police for 7 months, but I haven't been posting, and I've just been stacking it up.
Gotcha.
And because like one officer will say one thing, and I'll go and get another officer to say something else, and you know, they don't know what I have.
Yeah.
Right. But I just started posting about this town because well, I put out a tyrant alert on Deputy Pence and Lieutenant David with the Sheriff's Department. Yeah, Deputy Pence is on the SWAT team, and I've dealt with him before, and I kind of let it go the first time. But the second time, no, I was like, okay, I've had enough of this SWAT team. And it's not just him either. There's another SWAT team member threatened to throw me to the ground. He pulled somebody over in front of Buffalo Wild Wings on April 20th. And I wasn't even 25 feet from him, you know, walking. And he threatened to throw me to the ground and arrest me if I didn't stand over there, right? Like he wanted me to stand in a particular place, you know. And I really don't ever comply with them. I'm like, no, you know, I know my rights, but I took him real seriously. I'm like, I think he's gonna do it. And I stood there, you know, but I was like, well, I feel like I'm detained and I didn't commit any crime, you know. And then I tried to get his name, and he told me I had to walk away from him after his stop was over, you know. And that is bad enough, but you know, to bring it back home to the beginning is that a lot of these officers, they seem nice, but when it comes to crossing over the brown line or the blue line, they refuse to do it, and I can't seem to get this guy's name, right? And so I've put the Sheriff's Department under extreme scrutiny, and that's our right. You know, that's the only power we really have left is the freedom of the press. They've pretty much taken the guns, and you know, when you point a camera at a cop, they feel the pressure. Right now, they start to squirm in their seat a little bit. They start to get a little shifty, and you know, when they want to take break and they want to go get a coffee somewhere, and I'm right there with that camera, they feel that pressure, and they start to understand that that's a privilege to come out in public and you know, be left alone. They're public servants, and we can do that until we get answers, you know, because when you make a complaint or something, they just internalize it. And they then they never tell you what their findings were.
Well, yeah.
You know, and but the people don't do that. The people talk about things every day on Facebook, on YouTube, to themselves. You know, they don't play by those rules, right? Like, it's all fair game. We'll take circumstantial evidence. We'll take any evidence. You know, we never exclude evidence, right? Like the courts do, or you know, they're like, oh, that's not admissible. No, nonsense. You know, the people don't play by those rules, and I don't either. That's why we've got to film them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What are you doing out late? Just kind of.
Oh, I just left Starbucks, and I walked through here because I know that this is his killing grounds, Officer Fox.
Oh, really?
I have a number of recordings of him pulling people over in this very shopping center. They like to pull people over in this shopping center. I probably have 50 stops in this center. Yeah.
Stay away from this shopping center at nighttime.
In the daytime too. They pull people over all day long in the shopping center coming from that way, and then they a lot of times like to catch them when they're driving on the frontage road. How you doing, sir?
Great. How are you?
Good. Is your son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the high schoolers go?
They all left.
They all left.
Curfew. They can't be on the road after midnight.
Oh, is that
Really?
what it is?
Yeah, if you have a provisional license, that's what's under 18. You can't be driving after midnight.
I didn't know that.
Unless you're going home from work or school.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, the curfew.
I was like, I remember when I was like high
Remember, at
school.
16, you get your license, you're done with it. Nowadays,
Yeah.
different rules.
I never dealt with a curfew when I was that age.
Curfew, but that was when I was like 15 or so.
I wasn't really running around after midnight anyway.
I wasn't
like,
either.
I guess I had a curfew. It just wasn't by the government.
Self-mandated.
Or if there was, I didn't know it because it didn't matter. I wasn't out after midnight, you know. But I appreciate your time. You're waiting on a tow truck?
Yep.
Yeah.
You have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
you.
Yep. Yeah. Press on. Assemble forth. Legion about. Amble. Pursue happiness with your life and your liberty. And for God's sakes, exercise your Fourth Amendment right not to be in your person. Yeah. Right? Like, comment, subscribe, spread the word.
Master by the name of Bates, smoking more than all 50 states combined. Yeah, right, I gotta stay on the grind. I got no money, so my weed's on my mind. I hit the club, but you know I can't dance. 7 and 7 in my cutoff chance. Tie that shirt in my long ass hair. What part of how I look makes you think I care?